Hello aspirants, I'm Indumati Karthikeyan from Inkara IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 16th January current affairs. The topic taken from the Delhi edition, it's an editorial discussion. The topic is China's expansionist strategy, why it is in the news. First of all, this news comes under our main topic GST security challenges and their management in border areas. Why it is in the news? First of all, the recent days, India has witnessed two significant incidents of Chinese aggression along the China-India border. First of all, the highlighting the vulnerabilities of India's territorial integrity, but also undermine our sovereignty. The Chinese government announced the construction of a dam in Yarlang Zangpur River, which is called Brahmaputra in India. And also, there is a creation of new countries in the northeastern Ladakh region have set alarm bells ringing. India strongly condemned these Chinese action, asserting that they are illegal and also there is a direct challenge to India's sovereignty. In response, the Chinese ambitious hydroelectric project, that is India has expressed concern that is nothing that is monitoring in the situation, and will not take any and will take necessary measure to safeguard the national interest. And also there is a development and particularly disturbing the given recent concerns of the troop disengagement along the line of control. So the new moves further underscore the unpredictability of China's approach in this area. And also India, China's expansionism refers to its effort to extend the influence, power, and also the control beyond the traditional borders, particularly in Asia and also border into the Pacific region. The expansion is a manifest in various domains, and also there is a territorial, economic, military, and also there is an ideological and is driven by the grand strategic ambition to assert itself as a global superpower. There are many key aspects of Chinese expansionism. First of all, the territorial way, the territorial expansionism. China's the territorial ambitious are among the most visible element of the expansionism. First of all, there is a South China Sea disputes. There is a climb. There is a China asserts control over most of the South China Sea through a nine dash line climb that which overlaps with the maritime territorial of Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and also the Indonesia parts. So it is a build artificial island and militarize them. So defying the international rulings, it's shown the international ruling, and also it claims all the South area, South China seas, all the uh, island countries. And also there is a next climb is in over in East China. There is a East China Sea, and also which is called as Senkaku Island, that is called by Japanese. That China claims the sovereignty over the Senkaku Island, that is disputed with Japan to expand its strategic maritime relations. And also there is a maritime influence, and also it's a very much important strategic location for both China and Japan in East China region. And also there is a Taiwan. It's a China considers Taiwan a breakaway of provinces, and also it is a aim and reunification using political, social, and economical, and also give the military pressure to isolate and it internationally. This is the main burning issue in Taiwan. And also in India, it has so much of disputed border in the Himalayan region. That is, China has been involved the territorial disputes with the India, notably in Akshay Chin and Arunachal Pradesh, clashes in Ladakh, that is a Galwan Valley in 2020, and also there is a aggressive posture along the line of actual control. So these are the main disputes between India and China. So there is a many territorial expansion need to do by done by the Chinese government. And also there is a expansion in the way of economical way. There is a belt and road initiative, that is a BRI, a global infrastructure development strategy. BRI seeks to create a trade route connecting Asia, Europe, and also Africa, giving a China access, and also it makes a strategic points via market basis. It has been accused on fostering the debt trap diplomacy between all the countries. And also it is a next step towards that resource acquisition. China invests in resource rich countries across Africa, Latin America, and also Southeast Asia to secure the essential commodities like oil, minerals, and also the rare earth materials. So, in this way, it will economically expand the accession, and also there is a military expansion. This is a very important, and also the activities reflect the desire or project power beyond its border. First of all, the blue water navy, the people's liberation army navy, has grown into a formidable force, and with aircraft carrier and also expanding the fleet capable of operating the far from Chinese shores. And also there is a bases and ports. They can develop many ports, many bases. China established its first overseas military bases in the Djibouti, have critical, and also there is a shipping lanes, and invest in strategic port facilities globally, such as Pakistan in Gwadar and Sri Lanka in the Hambantota. So these are the main ports, and all, and also they can think to use as a strategical manner, and also there is a many strategic area. China pursues influence in the Arctic, seeking the access of the resource of the new shipping routes and ice mills. So these are the main implications that are military expansion done by the Chinese government. So the China and also do the technological and digital influence all over the world. First of all, the 5G digital infrastructure. This is a Chinese tech giant like Huawei had led its 5G development, raising concerns that about the surveillance, and also the data security. And also there is a digital Silk Road, the part of the BRI. It promotes the China's technology standard and investment in the digital infrastructure worldwide. And also finally the artificial intelligence and surveillance, that in China exports surveillance technology to authoritarian regime, expanding its ideological influences. So through this with technological and digital influence, it also expands its own strategy, and by the diplomatic manner, it also expands its strategy. By the diplomatic manner, it influences the multilateral organization like China plays an assertive role in the international world health organization and other global bodies to promote its policy, and also counter the western influence, and also it promoting the authoritarian government models through economic incentives, and also technological export. The China presents its governance model as a alternative to liberal democracy. These are the main approaches done by the government, China government, by the way of territorial expansion, economical expansion, military way, or technology, and also a way as well as diplomatic way. So these are the way that it will be expands its own territorial in expansionism. The drivers of the Chinese expansion. First of all, there is a many drivers as expanding the Chinese expansion. First of all, the national regeneration, the China's Communist Party, that vision of restoring the China's historical essentially and powerful. And security concerns, the perceived threats from US alliance and also military presence in Asia drive expansion policy as a form of strategic defense. And also there is an economic necessity, that is securing the trade route and access resource sustains the China's economic growth. And the power projections, the need to deter adversaries and also enhance the global standard. So these are the main drivers for the China to expand its own. And also there is a many responses for the Chinese expansionism. First of all, there is a regional alliance. The countries like Japan, India, Australia, and US from strategic partnerships such as Quad in counterbalance the China. And the second thing is a freedom of navigation operation. That is a the US conducts a naval operation that contested waters to challenge the China's maritime claims. And infrastructure alternatives. That is an initiative like G7 Build Back Better World aim to offer the alternative of the BRI. That is a Belt Road Initiative. So these are the counter response by the world. And also there is a China's expansionism reflects like ambitious to shape the world order its favor, but it also faces significant resistance from the global powers and regional actors. Its future success depends on the navigation, economic challenges, and also there is a geopolitical pushbacks. So These are the maintaining the domestic stability. So these are the main important criteria of the Chinese expansionism. Thank you so much.